Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of Stoneblock. Last episode we set up this thing and we got ourselves some reasonable sized clay balls, and thankfully there is actually a crafting recipe for this, so we can actually do that. And this episode I want to get into some basic power generation, and I want to get into some lava generation. We're going to need this spectral core here, spectral coil, and I'm going to need some bones. I think I'm going to need a few more bones than that, but that's okay. We'll get to those bones in a little while. Now, the first thing that I want to do is, if we're going to set up these lava things, I would actually prefer to use what's called conduits. These things here. What are these ones? They've got a different skin. That's pretty cool. But I just want to use a fluid conduit, which is this quite clear glass, and then we've got fused quartz, which we'll get into a little later on. But this one will do for now. Anyway, to get quite clear glass, we need to put glass into an alloy smelter. And I've frozen. There we go. Which it takes a little bit to do that. Which means we need to actually make ourselves what's called an alloy smelter. So why not a W? There we go, look, simple alloy smelter, which is really easy. We need some iron ingots, we need some furnaces, we need some stone gears, and a bucket. And then we need to get to the simple machine casing, which is just iron bars, iron ingots, and some grains of infinity. Now, if we look at grains of infinity, I know how you got this before. You just set fire to bedrock. So, in all my glory, like, hey, yeah, you know what, I'll just dig down the bedrock, and then just go and get a bunch of it. Yeah, this is a void world. You keep digging down, you don't hit bedrock, you just hit the void. So, really glad I didn't just dig straight down. And I actually did dig a staircase. So, we've got to get this the other way. And if we have a little look here at this, you can see that we could also get it using the essence, but we're not going to worry about that. We can get it through a sieve, gravel through a diamond mesh. So between episodes, I spent an awfully long time sifting gravel to get ourselves from here to here. We now have a 3x3 diamond mesh setup. And I managed to get myself some grains of infinity by just sieving gravel in that. It was very, very easy. I believe I put them in here. I did get more than 6. I think they're in here. Yeah. There we go, look. So I'm going to take 2 of these. I'm going to grab a stack of this. Let's grab some of that. And let's make ourselves... I want to make myself 2 machine casings. Like so. Because I want to create a sag mill as well. So I'm going to need a bucket. I'm going to need a furnace. And I think I'm going to need some sticks as well. Let's just go grab some sticks. Because I'm sure that the gears are sticks. Almost certain. So, this one will do. I don't want my ender sack. There we go. And is that everything? That is everything. Simple alloy smelter. Now, I am going to need, I've just realized I'm actually going to need some, let's make ourselves 18 hammers. I don't think I'm going to have room for this. No, I don't. Okay. I mean, that's not a big deal. We could just put the clay away. Because I'm going to need to make myself some sand. But what we're going to do is we're going to... In fact, let me get some sand together. Back in a moment. Okay, so I've got the glass now. We've got this simple alloy smelter. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this. And we're going to just set this up. This should work how I plan it to work. Where can I set this up? I don't actually need this set up at the minute. So we'll just get rid of this. So we're going to go alloy smelter. Chest. Chest. Yeah, that'll do. So I'm going to put the glass into here. And we're going to say to this to pull from there. That's going to fill up glass, and we're going to say tell this to push to there, okay? And that's going to push it there. And we can use this by just clicking on the side to generate power for us. Do you not smell glass down? I could have sworn you did. can do it with snad, which is okay. Can we not do this using an alloy smelter? We can do it using snad and sand. It says no to this. Does this mean we can't use this? This requires dark steel. Okay, maybe that's not going to work the way I thought it was going to work. Okay. I mean, we can always go route number 2. I mean, I do have the coal to do this. Pop that in there. Grab you out of there. Grab you out of there. Let's just do you. Tidy charcoal. Pop that in. Pop in that. Pop in that. So it looks like we're going to have to do this. Can I do regular glass in here? Yes, we can do regular glass. That's the important one, because that's what we need to do. Okay, so let's just pop some of this stuff away. So we'll let this get smelted down. It shouldn't take too long. Let's just do you. Stick a stack in there. Oh, halfway a little bit over there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Put that there, pop that in there. This will give us enough for 2. 1, 2, 2. And we'll just stick a stack in there. Okay, cool. So the next thing that I want to make is what's called a sag mill. We don't actually need the sag mill just yet, but I would really like to have it. Which is this thing. Nope, there's a space in it. There we go. Simple sag mill. Okay, so I need some stuff. I put everything back. I'm great at doing that. Okay, so we need that. We don't need that. Actually, that goes in here. No, in here. And that. Okay, so we need some of this. So actually, no, we don't need that. We need flint. Did I not put flint in here? Flint's in here. Okay. Okay, it's starting to all make sense now. Okay, and I need wood and I need cobblestone. Cobblestone, and I'm sure that I have some wood somewhere. There we go. Okay, this should be everything. So we're going to make ourselves a couple of stone gears. Just 2. Again, the sag mill. No, that's not the sag mill that we want. We need a piston. Just the 1. There we go. And we're going to stick the sag mill here. Okay. And the reason we're going to do that is because I want to create something that's called a capacitor bank. Okay. So if we go here, we can go to... I think I actually need copper for this, or gold. I'm not sure. Let's see. If we look at the capacitor bank... There we are. Basic capacitor bank. This is what we want. So we need a redstone block. That's easy enough. We need 4 of these capacitors, which means I need some golden nuggets. That should do. Make ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then finally, a basic capacitor bank. And this just basically stores energy. Since we've got this, produces an unlimited amount of energy. You can't craft these, you can only create them. If we stick that on there, this is going to start filling up. And then this will send the power to here and here. And we've got ourselves an alloy smelter and a sag mill, all sort of ready to go. Now, the question is, can I do clay in there? I don't think I can. The reason I say I don't think I can... Actually, I don't need to do clay. I don't need to do clay. I need to do thingy. Okay, so actually we did need a sag mill, I just realised. Because I want to sag mill my bones down and get more out of them. So I think this gives us 6. Yes. Okay. Cool. And we could just say, you know what? Output to there. So it's going to put all of the stuff in here. And there we go. We've got our clear glass. Which means I need to go around. I need to make ourselves some clear glass. I also need to make what's called binder composite. Which is this stuff right here. which is just sand, clay, and gravel. So I'm going to get all of this together. Actually, let's make just some of this on camera for the on camera, just very briefly. Gravel. Do I have sand? I don't actually think I have any sand. I think I'm smelting all my sand down. That's fine, that's fine. We'll just quickly make some. I am going to make a bunch of this, by the way, between clips. Grab that. No, we don't need that many. I just want 9. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I'll make a bunch of this between clips. Don't worry about that. Dirt. And we could just craft this one here. And like so. And there's our sand. Super easy. Okay. So if we make this binder composite. Right. And then I don't actually have any coal on me. Got some coal. We'll put this in this corner one. We can then smelt this binder composite into this conduit binder, which is exactly what we need. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself together a little bit more. That makes 2. That actually might be all that we need. And I will be back with you when I'm ready to start building the lava. Welcome back, and I'm still waiting on a couple of things, but I thought we could at least get a start. And what I want to do is I want to make this these fluid transfer pipes, which are very simple, like so. And it's alright if we've made too many, we'll go through them. And I've got almost everything that we need in this little baggie here, this ender chest. I'm still waiting on, where are they? 21 more of those to do. But I think we've got a good place to get a good start. So, this is how it's going to go. If we go over here, I do believe that I've got this set to, I think, 64. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, only 16. Okay. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We turns out that we will have enough then. Let's just knock this back 1 because I actually want to make sure that I can go behind here. I mean, normally I do 64, but I really don't think that there is a need for 64. I just like to be extra safe and make sure I've got all the stuff I need. But in old packs, you used to only be able to cap it with, I think it was a 7 times speed, but the smelting of lava. But this time you can cap it a little bit higher. So, you know, that's all fine. So eventually we'll put some other stuff down here. But the first thing that I want to do is get this cobblestone generator actually working. And we're going to put this right there with a drawer on top. Okay. Now we're going to put down our little crucibles, which are going to go here. And these are going to go all the way along. And if you remember, these are what make lava. And we can use different ways to power these to create lava. If we have a look here. If we go to fired crucible. Okay, never mind. I'm sure it gave me the I found a way to see this netherrack. Let's have a look at netherrack because I know that that's a useful thing. Was that a bonsai tree? Ah, right, fair enough. You can grow those in it. Okay. Maybe I just went the long way round. Let's just try lava. No, I don't see it here. What about a lava bucket? Crucible. 3 times heat, lava at the bottom. Doesn't actually show us anything. Aha! Oh, wow. Awakened draconian block. We've got Yellorian block. Torch. all of these different kinds of torches. I know I found it. The flint and steel. We could actually do that. That'd actually be alright. Superheating element, magnum torch, block of lava, and what's this? Plutonium block, which is times 30. How is this made? Copper, redstone, and steel, which requires osmium, which I've got. How do I get steel? I mean, I know how I get steel. But is there like a way to make anything into steel? I'm not going to mess around with that. We'll just use torches for the time being. We will upgrade this. So if we take this torch and we put a torch underneath each one, eventually we can put lava here, and this will make this a little bit easier. So if we just do that, oops, that'll start smelting us our lava. Now we need to get the cobblestone from our generator into our lava. So we're going to use, for this, transfer pipes, and we're going to use 2. 1 on each side. Okay, and then we're going to use the pipes. We used these in an earlier episode, I believe, to do some stuff. I can't quite remember why. Oh yes, it was to set up the clay thing. And we're going to say, hey, you know what? I want you to put cobblestone into the top of these. So we're going to do this. There we go. And then we're going to bring this all the way around to meet up here. Like so. And I'm not going to make this room look pretty on camera. I'll do that off camera. There we go. And if we jump up, we should see... Well, we should. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see the cobblestone getting put into here. And it making us lava. So. I just realized something. I'm going to be... This is going to be in my way. I mean, we can do the painting machine a little later on to hide this conduit. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take these fluid conduits. And what I want to do is I want to put... Actually, we've got it here. We've got these iron drums here. And we're going to put one there and one there. Now, this will not put lava in here. That's fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to attach this like so. Oops. And then we're going to pop these all along the sides of the crucibles like so. Now I was going to channel the lava from here into a room over there. So we may still do that, but we may not. I don't know. We can always set up ender tanks. I mean, obsidian isn't that hard to get, and I would like to make a trip to the nether. And then bring that like so. And there we go, look. Now, what first thing we need to do is obviously tell this to say, hey, you know what? I want you to extract always. And as you can see, lava's going through here. And we want to tell this one to, you know what? Insert. And we'll do these two manually. Right, and that's going to put us lava into here. Now, obviously not now because these carry a little bit of fluid themselves, so they need to fill up first. Now, to make this a little bit easier, we can create what's called a conduit probe. And that allows us to basically create a copy-paste mechanism. And I can never remember how this is. Made. It requires electric steel and a Yeta wrench, which requires electric steel. Which can be made, which is pulverized coal, iron, and silicon. Okay. That shouldn't actually be too hard, so we'll grab the sand. Grab the coal. We've got the iron. So we'll pop some... let's do 16 in here. That should pulverize us that. And then we obviously need to do 16 sand. I believe it's sand to do silicon. Where are we? We can get it. Actually, I think, now I'm thinking about this, I'm sure we have some lying about in here. This mob farm doesn't seem to be doing too much either. I'm sure we have some, yes, we have a bit of silicon there. Do we have one of them conduit probes? You used to get them out of loot bags quite a lot, but I don't know if you still do. It doesn't look like it. No, I don't see any. I mean, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. So we can actually just take this pulverized coal here and put it in the alloy smelter. Let's take this glass out. Let's go coal, iron, and silicon. And this should make us our electric steel. Now, the question is, how do I make the Yeta? Oh, yes. The Yeta wrench is actually quite easy. Do I have... I actually don't have anything on me to make it. Let's grab that. Let's grab some wood. And bloop. Because the Yeta wrench requires a stone gear. And I would like to make 2 Yeta wrenches. And I am going to need for that 6 electric steel. And electric steel isn't the fastest to make. It does take a little bit of time. We can obviously... we won't put the glass back in there. So I'm going to let this do. When we've got the electric steel, it should pop out any minute. There it is, look. When I've got enough, I'll be back with you. Well, we're back, and I got only 6, but so I need a little bit more. But interestingly enough, I tried sag milling sand, because that's usually how you get it in the older packs, but it's actually clay in this one. You can sag mill to get it. So let's do a stack of clay. We should get 4 stacks of clay balls. I'm wondering if we do actually get any more. I had a look at all the different types of silicon. This one gets us the applied logistics. There we go. Did that only give us 2? Wow, that's a really bad return. That is a really bad return. But we do get silicon, so I think clay is easy enough to get. So I'm actually kind of glad that it actually gives us back... it gives us back the ability to do sand in here. To turn sand into dust. And this is something that I want to set up. Now I know there are ways we can do this without using power. To set sand up. There's mechanical users and all that stuff, but I'd rather just have sag mills doing it for me. Makes it so much easier, and this will probably be what we'll set up in the next episode. So I do want to get into that. But now we can actually... What am I doing? I'm going the complete wrong way. Whose fault's that? Gotta blame someone, can't blame me. So, oh, I think I just popped in there. There we go. Cool. So we can turn this into these electrical steel nuggets. Grab this out. And then we should have everything that we need to make the probe. The conduit probe. There we go. I need the Yeta wrench. I actually want to make 2 of these because I'd like one for myself. Grain of Infinity. And conduit probe. Now it's been a little while since I've used these, so you just have to bear with me. And this Yeta wrench works very similar to the crescent hammer we used a couple of episodes ago, so I just want one. You don't actually need the Yeta wrench. But does this actually work on these? Yes. So I can actually just remove these so it actually looks a little prettier. Get rid of you and get rid of you. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to Shift and scroll. That allows us to change the settings. Shift and right click, copy conduit settings, and then right click to paste them. And what this is going to do is it's just going to copy all of those settings that we set on that one conduit up there. Now we are going to have to upgrade these at some point, and as you can see now, if I just get an empty hand, we are actually making lava. We got 7 buckets of lava, and we are just going to paste these onto here. This just makes it so much easier to do rather than having to open up the AUI like this and going actually no, like that. It just means that we just have to right click and it does that for us. It makes it so much easier. And on the old end of IO, I don't know if this is just because these are the lower cables, but you used to be able to see arrows that told you which way they were coming out. So we've got like 8 buckets over here, and we've got a little bit over 8 buckets here. So we have plenty. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this cable eventually when we get into this room here, which I actually need to hollow out at some point today. Because this is going to be our setup for making us our clay and stuff, and not clay, sand, gravel and dust, and then automatically sieving it as well. So we'll have something that goes... Actually, let's have a little look at the sieves in here. Because... Okay, so we've got the auto sieve, which is probably what I'm going to go with. It's just iron, glass, and that's cheap. What about the heavy sieve? That's steel, isn't it? Yes. I think we'll have to wait a little bit for steel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little bit of a look, because I think I need to be sieving with an iron mesh and a diamond one. Diamond for increased drops, iron for... Let's have a little look at the meshes first of all. So the iron mesh, if we do just sand compared to the diamond mesh, if we just do sand. Okay, so we've got 3, and this is 9, right? Yeah, 3 and 9. Okay, no, the iron mesh does get us everything with sand. What about with gravel? The iron mesh gets us 10. The diamond mesh gets us 11. Oh yes, because we get green to infinity. Okay, cool. So what about for dust? Again, 3 on the bottom row. And, oh, that was sand. Where's dust? Dust is 3 on the bottom row there. And so I think we'll just do it with diamond meshes. That would make them all sense. That's good. So yeah, I think we'll get into that in the next episode. So guys, that is going to call it for this episode. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do leave the video a like and click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.